Good morning, everyone. This is your girl, Coteria, and welcome back to my channel, My Opinions Vlog. Like I stated in my community feed, I will be doing a pre-recorded video. Well, all my videos are, pre-recorded. Y'all know I use audio recorder to do my voiceovers, and y'all know I put, my video together. Now, many of y'all have read two of the posts I left in my community feed. As you can hear me clearly, I am under the weather. I have a sore throat and a runny nose. Y'all know the weather here in Miami has been very, very bad. We've had flooding, and, some areas of Miami is still flooded. We under a state of emergency because it's been raining on and off nonstop for the past, I'll say 4 days now, going on 5 days. So with all this rain, I've always had really bad allergies and sinus issues since I was a little girl. So when that water, touches me, it always causes me to get a upper respiratory infection. This is very common. So, it's been raining, I had to take my 3-year-old to daycare and all this other stuff and do my regular daily activities. So yes, I'm under the weather, as you guys can hear and see. But even though I am sick and I'm at home, trying to rest, recover, and recuperate, I be on YouTube, TikTok, all social media platforms to gather the tea and just hear about the latest news. And again, of course, the infamous Armon Wiggins is always into some mess. Now, we all been hearing about the drama that unfolded, I want to say a day ago on Tgif. And y'all know the host is Claudia Jordan, Reynolds, and Armon Wiggins. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of have stopped watching Tgif when Funky Dineva, when he departed months ago. I really, stopped watching it then. But I used to, kind of like, tap in here and there when they had other hosts that was, there filling in until they finally got a permanent host, which is Armon Wiggins and stuff. So kind of like when Armon Wiggins became the permanent host, I stopped tapping in and out and watching TGIF. I don't really kind of watch it at all collectively. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not interested. You understand? I really used to watch it mainly and solely because of Funky Dineva. And y'all can go on my previous videos and, like I said, I stand 10 toes down on what I said. And it really has nothing to do with Armon Wiggins. My first opinion was that I didn't think Armon Wiggins would become the permanent host, but he did. But I stand on what I said because I said he's not going to be on there long. And I don't see him renewing his contract because Armon is, very messy and, he likes to be in, the female rap artist drama, and he can't really, pursue that on his regular channel. He have lost a couple of his subscribers because he's not really consistent on that channel. But now he's kind of tiptoeing back into talking about the female rap drama. Because remember when he got, it's been, 2.5 months, maybe 3 months since he been the permanent host at TGIF. He decided to private all his videos because he was under contract. And I guess they can't speak about certain, celebrities and artists in a certain way. So he was supposed to turn a new leaf. But like I said, in the recent weeks, he's back in the Cardi B drama, the Nicki Minaj drama, and the Rap Girls drama because he can't help himself. And like I said, I stand 10 toes down on what I said. I don't see him on TGIF long because I know if you've been watching Armon for as many years on and off as I have since he started from the bottom to the top, Armon, like I said, he really wants to be that girl. He wants to be in the celebrity world. But one thing about Armon, he has to learn how to control his mouth. Me, I'm a fire sign. I'm an Aries. Y'all know I'm very mouthy, so I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like Dylan, they say he's a Gemini, but like I said, he's very saucy. But anyways, let's stick to the topic of discussion because there's many things I can say about Armon Wiggins. He is very entertaining to watch because he's messy and biased. So as I'm very biased and I state that, you understand, but he's very entertaining to watch. So recently on TGIF, it was supposed to be Al's birthday a day or two ago, you understand, and they have this segment where I guess they roast the host on their birthday roast. Like I said, I don't watch TGIF like that to kind of really know. They said, Armon's birthday was recently and they had a birthday roast for him, which I did see a little clip from someone else's channel of Al roasting Armon, and it wasn't really that kind of harsh. He wasn't really mean-spirited like Armon was to him. a day ago. Let me tell y'all something. Armon went all the way in on Al Reynolds, and definitely it wasn't a roast to me. It was more of a drag. Armon was saying a lot of personal things that he was getting off his chest. It was a very much a personal drag, or you want to say a personal roast, because he was reading Al with the facts of his life. You understand what he encountered just being Al co-worker. And like I said, when Armon, even when he was just not the permanent host, he was just a guest host on TGIF. I seen back, way back when Al was kind of calling him boy. He was kind of, demeaning him. And I feel like Al was a little bit, slightly bullying Armon, in my perception, in my opinion. Remember, Armon is a grown ass man. He's not a little boy. He ain't 12 or 13. So to refer to him as, a boy is definitely disrespectful. And, Al Reynolds is in his early 50s, if I'm not mistaken, so he knows better. But I just feel like he was trying him on because, he's younger than him. And, of course, Al is very arrogant. And, he is a man that has degrees. So, he's very well educated. So a lot of people, there are, brainiacs, they feel, better than the other person who doesn't have a degree. They're going to always, make it be known that, hey, I got degrees, I studied this. I'm very highly educated. I know how to articulate my words. They're going to always let that be known. And we already know Al is very arrogant. So I just feel like he definitely was demeaning and shading Armon because he was new and he was young, inexperienced. And so we kind of seen that. And, Al got a little backlash from the followers, particularly Armon followers. And then he went on Armon Live, did a live together, and was like, no, he don't mean no disrespect by it. So even though I feel like that was like fake and phony fugazi in my opinion when I watched it, but of course they remain, professional and stuff. I didn't think Armon would come back and basically tear Al Reynolds a new one. So everything in that little birthday roast, it was, like I said, a drag. He let Al know that you are very messy. This reality show, not reality show, excuse me. This show is turned into a reality show, and he kind of alluded that Al Reynolds basically, he goes back to production when he don't like or disagree with whatever Armon and Claudia does. He kind of runs back to production and whine and complain about it. He called Al Reynolds two-faced. He talks about, I guess, his celebrity friends behind their back. But then when he sees them, he, takes photos and he want to be fake, phony, fugazi. And he was also saying that, in so many words, that he was kind of calling Al remedial. Because he was just saying he can't get certain words out. It almost sounds like a toddler trying to, pronounce, the word spaghetti. It all, he was kind of alluding to Al has, I guess, some pronunciation, grammar issues. And mind you, Al is supposed to be an educated man with a degree. So, in so many words, Armon was calling Al remedial. You understand? And I get what he was saying. He was like, you're supposed to be the smart one, the one with the degree, but you can't pronounce certain words. And you also need cliff notes to talk about certain news, articles or whatnot. And you can't just kind of memorize this from your dome, your head. So he was calling Al out on a lot of things that he said that he makes the workplace very toxic. And he also said that, he's very sensitive, hypersensitive speaking about Star Jones. I believe that's his only marriage he ever had in his life is with the famous Star Jones, who used to be a co-host on The View. I guess he told production that, that he don't want that to be discussed. I brought up, but y'all know Linnell kind of, with this whole show that I think all this took place that on that one day, Linnell was on there too as a guest host. And I know I just seen a clip where she was questioning Al about Star Reynolds, their marriage, and was saying that, did you let her know that you was a bisexual man at the time before y'all got married? And you could tell Al answered it, but you could tell he was offended. You could see his demeanor, his facial expression. So it seems as though that this last aired episode of TGIF, it seemed like a lot of people were attacking Al. And mind you, this is supposed to be his birthday week, as what I perceived from the clips that I saw. I didn't watch the whole TGIF, because I was trying to go to their YouTube channel. I see they took down, you understand, that episode. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, they were supposed to air yesterday on Friday, which was June the 14th. And I was waiting around to see, how the energy was going to be. That didn't get aired. You understand? So, like I said, Armon dragged Al Reynolds from his David Ruffin edges for Filth. And, Armon knew what he was doing. Armon knew exactly what he was doing. He was given an opportunity to, write down or, basically do a roast on Al Reynolds. So he took the opportunity to, drag him and say everything that he been wanting to say to Al, even though, mind you, there's pictures on Amon Wiggins' social media, I believe is at IG, where him and, Al Reynolds was out kind of like partying, clubbing together, taking pictures, cheesing and smiling. And see, this is what I'm saying. If you don't like somebody and you feel like they're faking fugazi, why keep playing in their face? No one makes Al or Armon Wiggins have to click up, after work hours. If you don't like someone, you keep your distance. The person gonna know when you don't too much care for them. And mind you, you still remain professional. Y'all still got to be co-workers. But, what's with the fake and phony taking pictures? Because, like I said, I seen this recently when I went over there on Armon IG channel, I think a few weeks ago, to get some pictures. And I said, oh, he's out clubbing with Al. And, like, he was, around a couple of, I guess, gay men and stuff. Because, Al is bisexual. Armon is, a full-blown gay man and stuff. So I was just like, okay, because, like I said, remember, a couple of months ago, they had a hiccup. They had a few hiccups, when it came down. They thought Al didn't like Armon because he was calling him boy, demeaning him, and being kind of like disrespectful as to how he addressed him while they was on Tgif, and they cleared up the, misconceptions and the rumors and stuff like that. But now, unbeknownst to us, Armon is still harboring, the things that Al did to him on the previous episodes on Tgif, and he, maybe there's some behind the scene things that we're not privy to that is still happening. And it looks like he was kind of pointing out that, there's some favoritism towards, the co-host, like they in favor of Al Reynolds. I guess when he complains to production about certain things, they always do things in his favor and to his liking, and not to Armon and Claudia, because he was kind of alluding to that. He goes around back. So, like I said, it's crazy. Like this right here, I don't see this clip about 4 or 5 times. Like I said, I didn't expect Armon to do this. But like I said, Armon has a motor mouth. He don't know when to tame and close his mouth, even though, it was supposed to be a birthday roast. But I don't think he was supposed to go in the way he did. But he used the opportunity that was given to him by the production, by the show to do that. And he made a spectacle of it. And he got the reaction that he wanted. Mind you, the blogs, the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk don't pick this up. I don't even know if BET picked this up. So he wanted to get, he probably didn't think it was going to get a worldwide reaction, but it did. It really, really did. So, Armon Wiggins had his moment. He always would have a moment. He wants to be seen. And, after him basically was telling Al Reynolds, you're welcome. I wish the best for you. This coming from a good place. And, as a co-worker, they're not friends, just as a co-worker, he knew he added extra sauce to the disaster mess that he caused with that little birthday roast. See, I'm calling it drag. I'm trying not to, twist tie my words here. You understand? Because even though it's supposed to be a birthday roast, I don't look at it as a roast. I look at it as a drag. You understand? So when he said that, he was just like, oh, I'm trying to interview for a Netflix gig. Armon Wiggins, let me tell you something. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Even though you did this, and like I said, you wanted to have a moment, you wanted to trend. It is going viral. Every platform is talking about it, eating it up and stuff. But again, remember, this supposed to be a positive accolade, on your resume when it come down to a YouTube show. You want to go into production and, I think Armon would be good on Zeus because Zeus is ratchet and ghetto, just kind of a little bit like his personality. And I'm here for it because I kind of like that type of stuff. I love me some Kaya. I love outspoken people and stuff. I like to watch messy stuff. You understand? You want to go on Netflix and Comedy Central and, probably on what else? E! News and all these other Bravo and stuff, all these other networks and stuff and VH1. You're not going to make it by being, nasty or passive aggressive. What you did, like I said, that I felt like you was kind of venting. You was having a therapy moment when you did this. You was kind of getting out everything that you was harboring for months regarding Al Reynolds and what you personally felt. I felt like you was, this was an open diary. You understand? So it was bad timing because you did it on a show. Also, y'all was supposed to be celebrating his birthday, so it was very distasteful. And I get people was like, oh, well, they gave him the opportunity, they did, but Armon knew he went too far. He know exactly what he did. And I just got finished speaking about this early this week on the previous videos I did about Armon and his friend Milagros Graham, is that Armon is very, very, very messy. And if he keeps on, doing what he doing, he going back and forth with Cardi B, the rap girls, and, now this situation with Al, he's going to burn a lot of bridges that you can't rebuild. You understand? All to have a moment and to go viral. And like I said, Armon has a history of doing this to people. You did it to Jason Lee over a year ago. And he's still here. He's not going nowhere. So, but it just kind of is putting you in a bad light as a problematic influencer on social media, and people are not going to want to work with you, and they're not going to trust you with their tea and their information. If every moment you have when you get pissed off with somebody, you go air them out. You go air, personal conversations or throw out bits and pieces of private conversations. No one's going to want to work with your nasty demeanor and attitude, against certain celebrities. This was really uncalled for. Now, some of them things you might have could have said, but a lot of them things you probably should have not said. But we here now. But like I said, you think that you really did something, Armon, by doing this, but you didn't. Because like I said, I see that you're trying to climb the ladder. You're trying to get up to the top when it comes down to the Hollywood and the celebrity industry. And it's a very hard industry to break into. And even though you're part of the LGBT community, but when you are a messy gay, people are not going to mess with you. And like I said, you have a tendency to pillow talk with a lot of these celebrities about their personal business and what they feel about their enemy, their ops, and you gather all this information. And the moment they fall out with you or disagree with you or throw you under the bus, you want to spray their tea and you want to air them out, or you kind of threaten them, almost kind of like blackmail them in a way that, hey, I know your tea, so if you keep on being shady, baby, I'm a flatline. You did this with Cardi B recently. Like, you telling her to keep it cute. Like, if you got some information on her, look what you did with this whole Al Reynolds situation. Let me tell you something. If all these things that you said about Al is to be true, and it could be true, but that let me know that you're just like him. Oh, you and Al, y'all talk about Funky Dineva behind his back. You talk about Claudia Jordan behind her back. Y'all, everybody do it. Y'all just two-faced and fake and phony to each other. When y'all get with certain folks, y'all talk about the other person. So I wouldn't be surprised. You was right along with Al talking about probably Funky Dineva and other people, in the gated community. Y'all did it. So that's why I said that's how you know. Because you was right along with Al being two-faced and talking about whoever you was talking about. So Al is not the only one. So you spraying him, you might as well go ahead and throw yourself under the bus too. Because Armon, you just as messy. And like I said, you letting it be your phone out with a lot of people. You understand? You acting like you have a whole goddamn period and you're a man. You is a messy boots. You is a messy gay. And I'm here for it. But at the same time, if you're not too careful and you're not too cautious, Armon, you're going to burn yourself down. You're going to burn your opportunities. And Armon is a very attractive, handsome gay man, but he don't have to be so extra and saucy the way that he is to try to have a viral moment or try to be seen. I feel like, you do a lot of this stuff to be seen, and it's not a good being seen, it's a negative being seen. Because what you did to this man on his birthday weekend is really, really bad, and it's nasty, and you know what you did. You know exactly what you did. This was premeditated. And also Claudia Jordan is messy too, and I think Claudia just, Funky Dineva went off on her when he departed the show and say how a liar and how messy and two-faced she is. And she is. She is. And I wouldn't be surprised that she sat with Armon Wiggins and told Armon Wiggins information or her dislike for Al Reynolds, on the show. They told Claudia Jordan and Armon Wiggins talked about Al Reynolds behind his back. You could tell. Because, Armon took to Twitter and he also made some posts about having a meet and greet in Vegas. And you see Claudia Jordan. It was like, that's a good idea. When has Claudia Jordan ever really commented on Armon Wiggins' tweet like that? She's only being messy because her name being brought up in the mess. And I also think that she knew about this birthday roast that Armon had pre-written down. I think she fact-checked it. She knew what was going to be said. But she acted flabbergasted and surprised when, the episode was like airing live. But she knew all along exactly what he was going to say. Best believe Armon, basically checked in with Claudia Jordan before he did this. I don't see TGIF continuing after this. I don't. They, and if it do, trust me, the energy is going to be so goddamn thin you could cut it with a knife. The energy is not going to be the same. I don't see this show continuing to air, I'll say, past August or September. I don't even know if they're even going to come back. Because, to find someone to replace Al, I don't know. I don't think nobody's going to really watch. This is really bad. This is bad. And see, and mind you, this happened while it was live, so it wasn't, because it was pre-recorded. I'm pretty sure they would have cut that part out. But like I said, Armon Wiggins, if you thought that the only thing you did was let Al know how you feel about him, again, he's not going to go anywhere. But you also let it be known is that you're messy. You, of course, very disrespectful, and people are not going to trust you. And the Hollywood industry, especially the gay Hollywood industry, is going to look at you a certain way because they see your pattern and they see how you argue with the rap girls, you arguing with females, back and forth. You're getting on the phone being messy. You spilling certain tea about one another, to the ops. So you back in the mess. You back into drama. And if you think you're going to succeed and get far in Hollywood with acting that way, you're not. Just like when you did Jason Lee, the way you did him a year ago, you thought, remember you had a moment, you thought that you was at the top. And what did it do for you? It's been a year since this happened. What did it do for you? Yes, you got TGIF gig, but that's on YouTube. That's not even on no major network. It's not even on no syndicated network. That's what I'm saying. So you still haven't gone nowhere since you basically flatlined and aired out all the private conversations that you and Jason Lee had about celebrities. And for these same rap girls to, see all this and still trust you and still be talking to you is unbelievable. And that goes for Cardi B, Nicki, I'm not sure Lotto can't say you. JT and all these, Bia. To know what type of messy gay man Armon Wiggins is, and for you guys still to be pillow talking to him, says a lot about y'all character. And I know he can make y'all feel very special and comfortable and make y'all feel like he's trustworthy, but look at Armon Wiggins, look at his history, his track record. Nothing good come from Armon Wiggins with pillow talking and trusting him with your information. All he do is when you fall out with him, he's going to tell all your business. Trust and believe. He talked too fucking much as a gay man. I've always said that. Good, blogger, good YouTuber and stuff. When it come down, to his videos, it's all for, it's comical. It's all for clicks and views. I give him that. But such as a friend-wise, I would not trust him on. He's talked too much. He's too messy. He's too extra when he don't have to be. I feel like Armon Wiggins wants to be seen majority of the time. He wants to be seen as celebrity like. And the more that you keep on trying to get that moment, it would never happen for you. Because while you're trying to have that moment, you're steady creating chaos. You running amok. And like I said, a lot of it is surrounding Cardi B all the time with a Nicki Minaj. Those two women you definitely is going to get clicks and views off of. You don't see Armon doing no other commentary outside of the scope of female rap or female artists, but particularly female rappers. That's what he built his channel off of, and there's nothing wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. This is why I thought he wasn't going to get the TGIF Fox Soul, because his channel is not built outside of the rap girls. So, why make him a permanent host when he don't really talk about worldly news? He don't. But like I said, we heard, some other little accusations that he got that position because he knew a certain individual that was part of management. Okay, allegedly. That's how he got the position. So I don't know if that's true or not. Could be. He knew somebody that knew somebody that knows somebody. Anywho, but like I said, Armon did drag definitely Al for Filth. He did. He let it be known. And Al, remember he kept his composure. He was very professional and cordial like he was supposed to be. You're not supposed to turn up and get ratchet. Because if it was some other, gay influencer and he did that too, best believe, baby, they would have checked Armon and it would have been cursing back and forth. Also, Armon, it was under the influence of, alcohol. under the influence of substance. And lately I noticed that he's been kind of like on this drinking time. When he drinks, he goes on this tirade. Lately, when he's been doing his lives or pre-recorded video, you can tell he's drinking. He's always got this, I don't know what type of liquor of his wine he's always drinking. When he was doing his live, he was drinking. So I could tell that when he's going to drag and when he starts to foam out the mouth, he's always under the substance of alcohol while he's doing it. And that's not a good look either. Why are you on a job and you're having a drink or a cocktail? What the fuck? This is not Queen of Cocktails. What the hell is going on with that? Like, he was literally drinking before he decided to do the birthday roast to Reynolds. I don't know if y'all picked that up. But even now that he's back into the rap female beef and stuff like that, he's always drinking. And I noticed that once he started drinking, baby, he started to cut up and let loose. They always say, the truth serum is always in alcohol, and it's so true. Get somebody drunk and get them some good liquor, baby, they're going to tell you how they truly feel about you and everybody else. But Armon, this is not good. I know, I don't know who's in your ears and they boasting you up and giving you some a potion of encouragement to do what you're doing. But if you're not careful, trust me, you're going to end up burning bridges. And like I said, you're being painted in a bad light because you are kind of being known as a troll and problematic. Look at what's going on with Cardi B. Cardi B is a mega superstar. No matter which way you want to cut it, slice it, or dice it, she's a mega superstar. And you're literally going back and forth with her, recently in the past couple of days a week. In the past week, months you've been dragging her. But now since she gave you that phone call, you don't calm down. We don't see your personality. But that's only for now. Like, you're really caught up in a lot of mess here. And you think that, you're getting ahead and you think that you're getting the exposure that you want, but it's not the right exposure. You keep it up, you're going to be still in that same position right where you are, going nowhere. And like I said, shade but no shade, but it needs to be, talked about. You still have not reached a 200K. You're struggling to get, and I said this months ago, you're struggling to get to 200K. You don't try to, evolve your platform and talk outside the scope of female rap, and maybe you will grow. So you need to kind of reevaluate. I know you try to change up and, you got the TV, you got the chair and stuff. You don't know, you all over the place. You don't know what you want to do with your platform. I see that. You're very undecisive. You don't know what, and like I said, this is from a person on the outside looking in who have watched this man on and off for many years. Very entertaining. I give that to him. I like his biased commentary. I'm biased too. But, I got to give my opinion and my perception based on what I perceive. Armon is very messy. He don't have to be. Lay off the female drama. Because like I said, you air Cardi B out. Like I said, again, you already got the situation with Reynolds. People looking at you crazy. Just because you got, like I said, BT, the Shade Room, and you got the Neighborhood Talk talking about this, that doesn't mean it's positive. Because like I said, other syndicated networks look at this like, as, you know what? This is Zeus written all over it. Armon should be part of Zeus because this is ghetto and ratchet and very unprofessional. I can imagine all the professional gays are looking at Wiggins like, oh no, you shouldn't have done this. But like I said, you'll see, he'll come to his channel and be like, oh, I might, he gonna blame it on alcohol. You know what I'm saying? He might say he was too drunk and all, he knew what he was doing. But like I said, this is just sad. And Claudia Jordan, you a mess. You are a goddamn hot ass mess. You knew what you were doing. You knew what was up. You knew that Armon was gonna say this, and so you're not even a good co-worker or associate to Armon to allow him to do this, and knew that this would blow up. But like I said, it's going to be more I'm going to talk about, regarding this. Look, I'm already at 30 minutes. But all right, y'all, I'll catch y'all later.